We're now on back trying to do this Manufacturers Cup again. We have the first round tonight. First round tonight is on Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. Practice wise, I'm not too familiar with the track, but in another sense, hopefully the car that we picked is the right choice. Now we're about to see. Oh, he's in the Supra. No. Oh no. Oh no. Right, okay. Not one Porsche. Right, okay, 911 RSR, I suppose, but that's not fair. Right, so the idea is that we picked Porsche based off of a little bit of analysis that we pulled off last night, and it wasn't completely accurate, was it? So the idea now is just to try and get a good lap in, and I don't know. Oh, there's Dad. Hello. You're actually just in time because the first round of the Cup starts at 5 o'clock. We signed with Porsche, so we did. These are all the rules of the race. So 22 laps, 16 cars. It's a rolling start, so you're not on a grid. 5 minutes qualifying lap. Tyre wear 3 times, no fuel consumption for the qualifier, and then 3 times tyre wear and 1 times fuel consumption for the last one. 22 laps. No thanks. Okay. We have to use softs and mediums, unfortunately. That also means that based on the amount of laps, now obviously it's based on the track as well. Oh, I can! So I've already got a Porsche designed here. Race shop, make sure we've got the racing mediums and hards. Right, okay, fine, perfect. Partial low brake balance, which is good. I'm not too sure about this race. Struggling to get a grasp on what the track is, and I don't think there's any better way to do it than to jump on. So it's not enter, is it? Mediums and softs, no. Okay, soft tires are there. So mediums and softs, I feel we'll stick with the mediums for that big straight right there. But we're just gonna have to see what. Oh no. Right, fair enough. That's the weight balance and stuff done as well. Just about ready to go. Do I remember this one? I'm sure I do. I'm sure I've... do you know what? I maybe haven't done this track. Have I done this track? I'm just going to have to find out. Right, okay. Fair enough. Right, like I said, Dad, you logged in at the perfect time. Now we're going to have to mess about with this traction control and stuff as well. Because we have the Porsche. The Porsche has a lot of power. And a lot of turning. So... and it's also got a lot of kick out. Oh, I know this track very well. Whoa! GR3. Need to remember it's a GR3. Drop a gear about here. A little bit later than that, but it'll be fine. None of the cars, none of the meta cars, the top 50. Were Porsches. Funnily enough. No! Too quick, too early, too early, too early. Jesus. We cut the corner there. I can see this is going to be an issue. We shouldn't drive the championship in the first person either. Whoa! Okay. It's obviously not working out for us here. We're in a GR3 Porsche, traction control. Maybe 2, we'll keep it on 2. Brake balance, I want more to the rear. So I can potentially turn that indicator. So along here, take it through. I can brake a lot later than that. Take the second through here. Let's see if we can get a lap time down. Cut over, up here, right the corners, drop, right, so drop earlier, turn quicker, less side of the road here so we can take it tighter. Black marks kind of indicate the car itself with the brake and the accelerator does a really good job of turning where the wheel isn't needed pretty much. Like more than maybe 45 degrees either side. "22 laps of this race." Oh! Don't spin. Nice. Not bad, so we've got a bit more trust in the car now. 7 seconds taken off the time, 123. Still gaining time, a little bit later, easier on the brake maybe. Nope. So that's too much, now we know that we need to sort of hit the middle part of that. I can cut the corner on that one, so I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay. The top times are looking very quick as well. That was quicker than the last lap through that corner anyway. The blue arrow down the bottom indicates. Plus sign indicates whether you're behind or ahead, so if it's a minus then you're ahead of the time, if it's a plus then you're behind the time. Oh, shouldn't have turned to that left. No. All good though, we've got a better idea about this first corner as well now. It's only after the 45-degree angle that the car really starts to turn using the wheel. Okay, we're faster through there. Up to the left, hang it a little bit. Boom, boom. Over the corner. 300th of a second up just about. Almost good through there, drop it, drop it. Quicker through there. Back up at 200, 300. Drop it down, ease off. Nope. Still got it. Okay, we're a second, we're 1.1 up. Now with 16 other people on the track, it's going to be hard. There is a qualifier. The qualifier will dictate whether or not. That's trail braking. The car dips into the corner just as you ease off the accelerator, off the brake. Brake hard and ease off of it. Your car naturally turns, so the wheel isn't implemented in most way. Through there quite quick. Oh, that's quick. Come on, don't ruin this for me. Cut the corner, are you fine? Are you good? Yeah, you're good? No, you're not. Just a little bit behind for that one. Later braking, ease off of it. Still quicker. Should be quicker off the mark there because I didn't fully use second gear. A lot slower through there. I think we'll maybe get a 122 bang on. 121 is a new time. That was quick. Not as quick though, apparently. Nowhere near as quick, right? So I don't think we're going to touch that 121. Especially with the traction on this car. This wheel is cramping my hands up. Having to wrestle with it. It's a good thing about Logitech wheel has two bumps underneath the top right and the top left. It helps you grip the wheel as well as obviously like the centre of the wheel. Now, this car won't spin out as much if you're in first gear coming out the corner. The spin out only starts really in second gear. So if there is a really tight corner throughout that I maybe need this for, then fair enough. Got the car design as well. Looking nice. That's the part I don't like. The fact that this wasn't a favourite around these tracks for like the meta car. We took 3 cars over the every round, like every track, and the top 3 cars for each of those tracks. If it was the top 3 on a different track as well, then it would be sort of taken to the next track. But yeah. Bubblegum. You bastard, you. That's what it was. I thought I had that there as well. So traction control's fine, but if I'm being completely honest, It's not saving an awful lot of spin outs, is it? Using full width of the track. That's a hard time to beat. It's a really hard time to beat. I've managed to get 5 laps in. At this point, I would be just about maybe like a quarter of the way through. The approximate time of the drive is down the bottom left. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's quicker than any part, only for a brief second. Okay, I think it's almost time to join as well, because otherwise I'll miss the entries. Just get a little. Nice. My designer had made this for me. What a design that is, eh? Anyway, there it is there, look, see? Just underneath the spoiler who it was designed by. In case you want to give them a little look up on the game. We're going to leave, get back to the lobby. We'll also get our positioning within the local region, the UK and Europe, East Asia, and no, Europe, Asia, and East Africa, I think it is. Very nice car, isn't it? Yeah. As soon as I said about driving in a Porsche, just sort of said, "Aye, let me sort you out." I can't believe he was in. Oh, do you know what? The car that he's in. I was going to change my mind to that car just to be able to get through it, you know. But I was like, nah, I'll just do my thing. I'll pick that car. And it turns out that he's got a time 4 seconds faster in a Supra. It's madness. It's madness. So what we're going to do is maybe fix. So where are we going to start though? I don't know. I don't even know if there's a chance. Wait till you see the opening of these things. It's magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. This is one of the new things from the update. It's a data logger. And it shows you everything. From where you're braking, to your coasting, to your acceleration. This is me, for example. I could go wider there. Can't go any tighter, really. Could go wider here. It shows you your centre line. That's braking, coast, brake. You know, it's down the bottom left shows you how much pressure. Well, I would say pressure. I wouldn't go as far as G-force, but it's kind of the same thing. Like how much is bearing on that side, or that's why. I mean, this track here, for example, is mostly right turns. So over a course of time, your left wheel at the front is going to take a bigger battering because it's taking more weight to be able to turn you. Found that out not long ago myself. So we'll look at the rating board now. Although he's very fast, we're now 27,000th in the world because we don't have a Supra or a GTR. Now that's no excuse because we've also only just started like driving the track that I thought I didn't know. Turns out I know it. Mikhail Hezal is in the Suzuki VGT. That's good. That's really good. 55th in the world. He's a Gran Turismo world champion. And I wonder if Variso Gallo. There's Mikhail Hezal. Oh no, that's a different. Okay. That time can be improved. I feel like we're going to get a new personal best in the middle of the race, funnily enough. Because it's not sitting towards the higher end, we're just either going to have to wing it, or we're going to have to not wing it, but we're just going to have to see what position we start in. The winging it will come if we decide that we're not able to actually change them when we find out where we're supposed to be. And I mean, I want mediums, but if we're at the front, I want to run the softs out, jump to the mediums for the rest of the race. Or is that a bad idea? They'll run the mediums, run the distance, run the length. Just to be caught up on when I jump to the softs. Oh, it really is. It really is a mind game. Driver rating affected, of course. No minimum pit stops, so I don't have to pit. But I have to use both of those tyres. All the penalties are on apart from wall collision. Do you know what? We've got a couple of opportunities to actually set a good race. So if we come like 4th and above, like, or 3rd, I'll take that. Anything below that, I'm able to try it again on the hour of the next hour, which means, you know, be able to get another shot. But if I get like a 3rd place, it wouldn't be worth giving away a 3rd place finish for, let's say for the rest of the night, I'm not able to get anywhere near a 3rd place finish. I could have just took that, but because I entered another one, it null and voids the first attempt, no matter what it was. Even if it was better, you don't get like a personal best. It's like your recent attempt is your logged attempt. So yeah, oddly enough, World Series 2026 online qualifiers. I was so confused when I seen it the other day as well, because I didn't expect it to be January thing. There was ones just before Christmas, like not just before, but a couple of months before. Certainly not this early on. Seconds to go. It's a build up now, but it's a very theatrical thing for these events. You can tell they've spent time on it. We've also been doing the Daily Race 4, which is a Villeneuve Canadian Formula 1 track that was added in the Spec 3 update in December. Funny, for a car game, there's just a person running up on the top right of the screen. So let's have a look at my profile then, just whilst we're... My driver rating just about pushed into driver rating B. I think the highest is A plus or S plus. So we're starting further back. There's a 911 RSR starting in second. Now this is a qualifying lap, so if you set a fast lap here, that's where your times Get the formalities out the way. So it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes runs past, and then, you know, if you're, as soon as the 5 minute timer's done, you cross the line and that's it. So you could cross the line just before the end of the qualifying lap, and then you'll still be, what'd you call it? Like if it was just before, it would just finish for you. But if you cross the line, then it finished, it would be a different story. You would do another lap. Okay, this is qualifiers. Here we go. Now, hopefully, with a bit of space in between cars, we're able to get a good lap down. This is an out lap, so it won't count. I could have took that better. Oh, I have no business being in a RSR on this track. See, they want space. So we're really going to have to put it down this lap, I think. I don't think we're going to get another. Oh, yeah, see, we almost lost it there, so I feel like we have a little bit down, but it's just that one corner there that needs to be watched for. And some of these cars are very quick around the track as well, so you don't know what you're going to get. Pick of the bag, front or back of the car. $120, no way. Second so far, fourth. There'll be a couple of fast times coming through now. Keep it, that was not quick at all. 7th place start. Now this is when the only other real chance you have, if you're going to have any chance at all at winning anything, is the pit stop. feel like with 1 minute 18 left, or 1 minute 15 now, that we've got have a chance. We've turned brake balance up to 5. $20, $21. Okay, everybody's 121, 19. Kept it. Stay. Feel like that could have been better. Slidey, so slidey. It's maybe the reason that the Porsche wasn't a favourite, but I mean, for me, Porsche is good on a lot of tracks. I mean, especially Nürburgring that's coming up. Oh, where did I go? 10th, see. Yeah. Look at all the Porsches tucked in together. 2 Germans and a Swiss. Oh no, the Swiss has the 296, what's that? For God's sake. It's going to be a bit of battling, I think. Potentially another race at 6 o'clock if this doesn't go well. Okay. Right, we're going to start this up. Yeah, the start position doesn't mean much. Again, like if you're quite good at timing your pits and knowing the state of the race, then you know it's. How's the only they got 39 active points? Goosebumps. Okay. That makes you more nervous than you have to be. the Renault in third though. There's a 911. No, it's not. Here we are. Don't know what happened there. Absolutely. Had a disconnected controller. He wanted the inside of that track there, didn't he? Monkey. Whoa! Whoa! That was almost you. Jesus! Jesus! Oh no! Don't brake in the middle of a track. You're crazy. Thanks. Thank you. See you later, pal. Enjoy the dirt. Crazy. Crazy. There's an overtake on the inside. He's got outside of that corner. I don't want the inside of that corner. Okay, good entrances and good exits. Right, good exit there as well. We want to get the do we keep the outside, keep the racing then for the I didn't mean that. Okay, focus up here. Very slidey on that side of the track. We're back to the original one-up position of 9th. still okay? Down one? Yeah, this car can be so much quicker if I wanted it to be, or if I was capable. We'll see. The more I drive this and do these laps, the 6 o'clock race might not actually seem that far away. Fluffed it. So there was a bit of a mishap there. Sorted it out now, although I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. We're going to choose this lap to pit. I know it's very early, but people are getting away. And if we keep all the slow stuff in the one lap, we might be able to get a good finish. So clean laps. That. There was a bit of a panic there because there was wires everywhere as well. Oh, I've cut the pit lane, no! I can't believe I did that. Do you want to leave the pit lane or? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. These are soft tyres though, so I'm going to run these up for a bit. See if we can't make back some time. So much quicker around there after all. Just quicker on the accelerator, that would be the idea. Okay, so we're going to get a deceleration here. It's so horrible. But everybody's still to pit, and there's still a lot of race for people to get penalties, so... quick. As long as 2 tyres are on the track, or as long as 1 tyre is on the track, I'm sure it is. earlier on the acceleration. See that works for me. Hear the difference in the engine noise, watch. Yeah, that's so much quicker. These laps get pretty like boring when there's nobody like new on the track. Like they've just about lapped me, and until they pit, I'm not really going to be able to tell how it's going to go. Right, we're only 2 seconds off of the fastest lap, so we could maybe just keep trying to go for that instead. No way, come on! We're good. We're good. That's a lot quicker than the qualifying as well. I keep preempting that corner, and I swear there's about a second in that corner. Half a second. Nice. Very nice. Got a bit cocky there. Jesus. Because the force feedback's like more than halfway up, it's quite hard to gain control of it. Stay. Thank God. I felt the wheel trying to go away. Massive spin out, that would end it. It would just be practice laps until 5 o'clock, until 6 o'clock. A little drop of the gear allows you to turn tighter, and then you can still go up a gear just to. It's not something that should happen. It's just something that happens. See, somebody's pitted there, for example. Now, I was over half a track away, and because he's pitted to put the other tyres on, and there's also time for penalties as well. So whilst I'm chucking this wheel about trying to get a good lap or trying to catch back up, there's people making mistakes left, right and centre. That was quick, that little first gear really kicked in. So we're not last. And by the looks of things, the guy with the fastest lap isn't first. Tyres are starting to get worn now. My front left is absolutely worn. Might get maybe another lap out of them, but when they're warmer, you know, once they've warmed up a bit, they're actually slightly better for the car. Well, I would say to drive, because A, they're warm. Still gaining time, like, so to the left hand side where my name is, there's a time there in red on the right hand side of my name, and that's the split to the person that's in first. So folk are pitting still, you know, they're going to have to pit again. That left wheel really starting to take its toll there. Front left tyre down the bottom left of the screen, you see. It's like a little diagram of the car, and it shows you what state the tyres are in, where your damage is, and what racing well, sorry, doesn't specifically say racing, but what tyres you're on, everything else that you probably need to know about anything is probably down there. Fuel rate, gears, your throttle, your brake, you've got bars on either side of the gears. We're definitely going to pit in the next lap because I feel like we're kind of fighting a losing battle now. There's still 10 laps to catch up. Oof, that front left is really causing me grief. There's still 10 laps to catch up. Like that. It's pretty much gone. That has been ridden all the way into the alloy. Not another penalty though since. Pretty consecutive times, given lap 4 and 5. A bit trail braking. This car's not the best again, like we made the wrong decision. Like I'm not making bad time, and I am making time on first position, so it's not something that I'm struggling with. But Porsche itself is good, it's just not a favourite. I've seen the meta cars, and up until like 50th or 70th, then you see the Porsche. A couple of these corners are like just over the threshold point of the turning. just about. So we're getting that awkward, because once you hit the sort of threshold of turning, very, very tight. It's very particular, very sensitive. Right, I'm definitely pitting on this, I can't afford not to. Just make sure you know where the pit lane is, down the bottom right of turning. A few people just pitting for mediums now, and I'm pretty sure they were up front. should have let go earlier. Making mistakes mid-lap, but I mean, 11 laps. Oh, don't cut the badge, you know what? Come on. Hopefully. Oh, the pit lane is in such a difficult place. New tyres now, you can feel it. Feel the new tyres. Seconds, well, that's a bit eccentric, isn't it? Oh! That, ladies and gentlemen, I have been lapped in a Ferrari. Well, not in a Ferrari. Yes, in a Ferrari. I've been lapped by a Ferrari. I'm going to try and follow his lines a little bit. That is quick. That's seriously quick. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Hold on. Yeah, I think we should just leave this one like we did, like we were going to do in the first one. It's not worked out. It's only in 25 minutes as well, or would you look at that for timing? A 1 second break beforehand, I think.
computers have control of...
So I feel like more laps of this just now then is pretty much expected. Entries for the 6 o'clock will be... what's it, 39? Entries for the 6 o'clock will be 6 minutes or something. Something like that. Now I'm going to go into the softs just to see what kind of lap I'm getting with the softs first. That could change things. A little bit of an error with the headphones as well. Everything's happening tonight. So, absolute washout for the first one. That doesn't matter. We'll just go on to the next one, see if we can do a little bit better. Hopefully, potentially. No worries at all. Thanks. I'm sure you'll hear about it. I'll give you a wee phone no more. Whoa! spun out again. Yeesh. Traction control on 2. The only thing is, like, I feel like it restricts my turning every single time. Has that entry period started yet? I think it will have. Yeah, it's about to start, so we'll go on in. I can't believe it. Like the GR Supra and the M6, both of the options that I was fond of picking, but changed my mind. The Mercedes is there. Blows my mind. Accepted entries now for the 6 o'clock. I think starting on mediums is just the smart option here. Okay, we've got some time to make up here. Okay, so brake balance to the rear 3, traction control now. No way. That's so shifty though, you can't just land that every time. It's a once in a moon shape. Okay. Brake balance even further back. Now 4 or 5, see. Traction control being on 1 kinda makes for tighter turning and, you know, quicker off the mark, but okay, traction control on 2. slower. I don't think we're going to touch that 121 in this car. Penalty, please. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Penalty under here? No? Oh. 7 seconds after this moment. Ruined it. It was so much quicker as well. Again, like, I'm not a believer in the fact that there's not time in this track, just a little bit more time to know where everything is, acceleration-wise. I mean, I could drive it like this, but the road just gets in the way sometimes if it's that way. Kind of knew there was a penalty there. Flappy paddle helps, also having the lights on the wheels showing you what the is. I don't know whether to be impressed or horrified by that driving, because I saved myself, obviously horrified, the way I got into it. Never liked first person on a Porsche. Oh, maybe it's got something to do, right, that's how long it takes to stop. It's got something to do with the fact of this massive wheel, see here, and here. See your hand being in the way of the road, just so you can see down the road there. Cool. Fair enough. You get up. Now say you go wide, you've got to overturn. As soon as you get to the point of here, every little bit of distance recognition between you and the car in front disappears. For me anyway, it's not something that's like spread around, but it's just something feel when I'm driving. I can't actually deal with that being in the way sometimes. So there's a lot more to this car. I don't think it can compete with the top car for these tracks, but it could just be this track. The exit there is better than the fastest lap was. Just about. Okay, we can go. Okay, we have race 2 starting pretty much now. We have the worst starting position. Or the best, because if we're at the back, it means that if we allow them a bit of space, they could all argue over a bit of space, and then obviously between them bumping each other, formalities out of the way. I find it interesting, you know, because I've just clocked the fact that there's two 911 RSRs at the top already. It's giving me some hope. Of course, the 5-minute qualifier before the actual event itself. Okay, let's get qualified then. I don't know if they let me pass on purpose there, but glad it did whatever it did. 15th, no way. So we did not end up anywhere good. Got that at 911 RSR, come on. So I think we're starting pretty much last. An RSR in 6th, so I mean they're pretty much dotted all over. An RSR in 1st as well. And it is just for that subtle advantage in the race, but I mean if his lap times are that quick then get the formalities out of the way. There's a lot of fast times in here, a lot of fast cars. I think we're just going to start on mediums, obviously. Just it seems to be the best choice, start on mediums. Somewhere in the mix we'll dip into softs, but I mean for the most part we'll try and ride the medium density tyres out. And I think we just need to stick to what we know from like the first couple of races or the first race. Didn't quite go to plan, no, but I mean the same cars in first, so cars are the excuse. It's got to be the time. Not even us yet. Not even us. up a position there. Another 2 positions there. And move the 11th place. Position. Could have took that better. Let's have a spin out there. Give him a little nudge, I think. A couple positions there. Overtake by him on the inside. Why? Okay. So, we can spot out, of course. What a nightmare. I'm not going to pit. I feel like we can claw a lot of this back. Just about lost it there. Hell. Slipstream here, hopefully. Hopefully we're still in distance. I think we are just catching the back of it. the second penalty there. We're catching up now. know it's a bit of a silent race. I'm focusing on trying to pick up positions again. I lost a bit. What a save. don't know if that was my bad or not. Carlos is in another Porsche. Not good so far. We've dragged these tyres out 15 laps. Unbelievable. We're still going to softs at some point, but we were dead last after the spin out. Can't ask for any more than that, really. Dead last after the spin out. Caliph claimed it back. Don't know. 7th place, not bad. Still need to pit. This guy behind me is obviously going to overtake, but the split between him and the person behind me might only get overtaken once. Whoa! Yeah, you just stay behind me now. You stay behind me now. That's not how it works, but okay. Suppose he got what he wanted. I've got half a second penalty now. Thanks, Carlos. You want to be first, Carlos? You take the inside. You take the inside. I have a half second penalty anyway, there's no problem. What we'll do for you though, Carlos, before the end of the race is we'll make sure that you don't finish anywhere near the position that you're in. Got to change the softs in the next 2 laps, I'm going to say. Held. 3 laps to go. Or not. Yeah, I think we're just going to restart this one as well. So that's twice in the same race that I've been spun out. I don't think the third one's going to be any different, but any result is better than the one that we were just about to get. So 38 minutes, well, that's available at 7 o'clock, so a bit more time for practice. I can't quite get it, I can't put a finger on it. Also change car. Tyres, however, try the softs out maybe. Half of it's massive straight and then half of it's like a whole section that soft tyres are perfect for. Oh, Jamie, not good. Not good at all. So we've been obviously doing the first round of the Manufacturers' Cup, and let me tell you, it's been great. There was a couple of spin-offs in the last race, like the one just there, and then there was another another spin-off in the last race before that. It's not been good. How's yourself? Oh my, yeah, hard work. It's a perfect way to describe it. Good luck. How did you get on? I'm taking it you... I was going to say you might want to not pick Porsche. I'm gonna give you a little tip right now. Do not pick Porsche. Right? Because you're on the stream, I can do this. Look, I picked Porsche. There is not a Porsche in sight. Right? Okay. Not been on yet. There's not a Porsche in sight until 50th. 911 RSR 54th. Not a Porsche in sight. You've got the GR Supra, right? So you've got Supra or BMW or the RCF or the 296 or the Mercedes or the R8 LMS Evo, but not a Porsche. Yeah, go with Supra, man. Don't go with yeah, it's just not good. It's not good. Not good, my man. So this is the third time that we're going to try and set something. So that should be fun. I've not done any dailies today. I kind of just prepped for this and then came on, but given the 7 o'clock goes well, I'll be able to... Alright, alright. No, what is, do your thing. So, yeah, there's a... This is the third attempt now. Did not pick the Metacar. Done all sorts of research last night about it, but I just didn't... It didn't pan out the way that I thought it was going to pan out. Not good. Not good at all. Also, there's loads of people setting time that you just can't... I don't know, you can't beat them. Yeah. Hourly races, Jamie. The next one's at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock? Listen to me. 7 o'clock. Next one's at 7 o'clock, but there's only the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock. After that, it's closed. And then they tally up everything. There's no pit stops that are like mandatory, but there's mandatory tyres that you have to use, which, you know, it says no mandatory pit stops, it then says you have to use both types of tyres. I don't know, I feel like it should just say the same thing. That's pretty much it. Nothing else has changed. There's brake balance. There's also like power to lean ratio. Yeah, man. I mean, getting on late, it might mean that you've got all the people that bash you off the track around, that were around earlier. Sorry, they might be off. Yeah, it wasn't too good. The driving was all right. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you get smashed off the track. That's pretty much it, because you're guaranteed someday within the top 3 at least is like a flawless race, you know. Well, Jamie, I would love to see what your time comes up as, because it will be a lot quicker, and also I don't know, man, like between me and first there's 29,000 people, so I reckon you'll be setting about maybe 18,000 for your time. That's just a guess, an educated guess, but it's a guess nonetheless. We are just about to go in, get some more practice laps down, just because it increases weight as well. I didn't realise it increased weight as it was. Yeah, we will see. Yeah, you're not wrong. One of my friends list there, he's got a 117, and I'll show you the time for this track. Time's 1:16. I don't know if it's going to get into the 17s in the top 100. Yeah, there's... Oh, not 117. Right, okay, I'm going to take a 1 or 2 minute break and stretch my legs and the rest of me off before I shrink up and die. My time is 1:21.5 in the Porsche. Now, I've not been able to set another one prior to the ones that I've done before my first race, so could improve. I'm not sure by how much, however, so... You know, but I'll leave you there with the times. Back to the top there. I think we've sorted it. Race BGM was the issue. We have entered. attempt number 3 now. It's getting a bit tedious. We've got the car. We know how to drive the car. That isn't the issue. Traction control on 2, I keep forgetting this. Could be really quick through there though, given that I didn't do that. Right, let's there's nothing for the radio. I don't think I want to mess with any of this, just in case. Right, let's start again. Traction control up 1. Brake balance. Put up there. Get this corner out of the way. We're on the soft there. No, we're not. We're on the mediums to start with, just to see what the lap time's looking like for that. But the idea is to potentially start on the softs this race and see if it makes any difference for the rest of it. We have been spun out in the last couple of races, that can't be helped, but also I've noticed in the times, that corner for example. Held it, it's very messy. Maybe the fastest I've been through there very long ago. Distractions. I was a lot quicker than I'm used to as well going through there. Over the last race or two I've been able to get that corner down, and I was last in the last race and I've just spun out. I'm sure it was last in there, but built it back up to 7th. Say that's pretty clean through there. .5, so 1 to go. Take a little bump at the breast. Okay, half second up. Okay, full second up at a minute. Noticeable differences. There is time in the lap, and that's what kills me. There's a lot of time in the lap, and there is very much so now at the point where it's down with the car. Wasn't quicker out of there. Still got the time, kind of, but... Okay, so that's a new personal best. Can't complain of that. I mean, it's not an awful lot, but in this game, you know, milliseconds are that back wheel really wants to get down. I was originally going to go for the Supra as well, and when I seen that was a meta car, like it was one of people's very first pick. Kick yourself when you realise. That was so quick for the way there. I've never driven like this before, like on the outside. Well, I had to figure out that quickly. So weird. That's odd. Definitely very different. Okay, formalities. And niceness. Starting 5th for the qualifier. Kinda tells me what people's times are looking like. But by the end of the qualifier, I can't tell you what people's times will look like. I think adding the track element, the race element into the qualifier by having everybody on the track at the same time. It's okay, I don't mind it. There's sometimes it can go south, but I mean it's not that often when you get like a higher driver rating. You're all kind of very aware. How did I come at pit lane? Come on. Well, penalty will see me through. If I get a bit of distance from every other car, that's kind of a good thing. I can see rain. I hope not. That tells me I can let the car go further. No weather anyway. So, now that we've started, penalty out of the way. Pick up as much speed as we can, see if we can get a lap out of this. It was unfortunate, but everyone's far enough away. Hopefully. bad so far. See that front left tyre already has like double something. Sixth. What is going on here? I mean, well held, but it doesn't matter, does it? Maybe a nice set of driving blocks to do me. I can't believe I've got 4 laps in qualifier. Unheard of. Us Porsche boys got to stick together. We're all going to lose. Definitely the wrong choice, but doesn't mean to say that we can't enjoy the tracks with the car. Also, again, I reiterate the fact that no Berkeley. It's their third race in a week and a half's time. Eighth to beat. Always makes me feel better about myself when I see like a 911 RSR up in the sort of top 3, because top 3's just, they're obviously like the fastest in the race, like, you know, there's no question about that, but also the fact that you've picked one of the cars that aren't the car, you know, and then to see the fact that your car's still at the top 10, it just gives you a little bit of a chance, I suppose. Goosebumps every time. So, the top 3 cars, at least. Got the Audi, the Porsche, and then the Jaguar. That looks really nice. Nice. That was completely my bad. Okay. I don't know what happened there. catching up on PORCHE as well, we're kind of sitting steady with PORCHE. Okay, we need to get better than a 122, that's for sure. Better than that. That's always been a bad corner for at least the night it has. Tires are still alright. Front left taking a beating as always. Maybe like butter through the corners, otherwise it's maybe. Another place flying up there. Don't know if that was a bit of contact or what. Just about caught up there through that corner. Just through that one sort of messed up bit. You know, we're a lap behind now and what we caught up. Can't hit. Oh no, we didn't. What is your problem? And we lost it. So it takes just a bit of tango in the Sunday. I think we're going to pin on this lap then. Straight to the pit lane, get it all out of the way. $119, yeah, not bad, man. You're a good second faster than pretty much everything at this point. think we should just get into the pit lane. Seriously fast. There's 2 positions to gain back if I go another lap. Oh, gentlemen. Held. He's in a Renault. I think we're going to have to do the 8 o'clock race. This will not do for a final result. A couple of pit stops as well coming out of the pool. A couple of penalties being given. Kind of get a couple of overtakes here. Bit. Thank you. That was totally my bad. Totally my bad. Sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. That's so on my. That's so on me. That's my bad. I think I should just leave the race now and get some more practice laps in before I do any more damage. Oh, my driver rate is going to take an absolute massacre right now.
Computer has control of.
Oh, I can't look at it. We were just about in B as well. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Fair enough. However, we done pretty well on this one yesterday, Monday. A little skate through here. So the time's sitting now. Yeah, I've not been on it for a while. I'm really gonna have to top that time up a little bit. And that was 4,000 or 5,000, but now it's 11,000. Everybody just keeps going, overtaking the 155, 2.5 litre V6, turbo injection, 93 model. Every single person up to 100. So 8 o'clock race it is. We have to get a good time nonetheless, but accepted interest yet. Obviously 15 minutes we can get maybe second lap time. We've beat it once now, I think. We've beat it once now already. Still not enough. Like, how is that? And out of curiosity, how is this person where 54th? How is 116 in a 911 RSI? Do you know what? No one's got a replay saved. Oh. I'm gonna have a little look into somebody else's lap time and see along what lines it's focused. Love that car. That was pretty quick. Jamie, you said you got a 119, didn't you? And what's it you're using? Are you using the Supra? Okay. Personal best. Someone tells me we can get a bit quicker. We need to get used to turning this traction control off. That didn't work out. This music really isn't helping. So we set a new best, 120.5, I'm not too bothered about that. Jay's got a 119, GT Racing YouTube has a 117. Unbelievable. There we go. Okay, here's hoping. Let's get Jamie in a party, I think. See what he's saying to it for a little bit. You might be in a wraith. We, however, can go into free practice and get that all started up. It was a good time there again to 119. That 1.5 seconds is it's hard to claw off. If you're still watching, Jamie, I've invited you to a party if you want to converse for a little bit about the do's and don'ts of this race. Nice one. I've sent over a little bit, little invite. Oh, hello, how's it going? Oh, yeah, yeah, good.
I'll tell you that 0.5 to 500 of a second is so hard to get that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so like marginal. It's not been bad, but I tried to. What I did do was I put all the top 3 performing cars in the well, on a bit of paper, to be honest. And I've done that for every track that's listed for the next couple of weeks, few weeks. And I sort of went with whatever car was in the top 3, you know, throughout going down the list. I would keep them in, and so it was Porsche, Mercedes, And what else? Porsche, Mercedes, and I was going to go the Supra, but against my better judgment, obviously, I picked the Porsche instead. But
I don't like always using the meta car. I like to be a bit different.
well, yeah, I tried to get a good grasp and then pick, but I had never used the Mercedes. You know, I'd say I've never used the Mercedes as such, like, and especially on this track as well.
Yeah, I've always done quite well at this track.
Yeah, man, I've seen some people fly around here. I can't grasp it. I can't grasp it.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's getting the mentality of it, isn't it?
Yeah, the mentality is one thing. It's you know what? It's just being brazen enough to go through. You know, like it's just because I second guess corners sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah.
And in doing that, you either overshoot, miss your braking point, or
That's it. Or accidentally go over the back of someone.
or that. Yeah. And also that's another thing I maybe need to do a bit more work with is like not just going into the back of people.
Yeah. But just 2 seconds, mate. Just got to say goodnight to my daughter.
Not a problem at all. You can see those black marks around the track as well. Like if you follow them, you're guaranteed to get a better line. Thirty and a half is good. Obviously we could do without the pedals. Slow down at the penalty then. Third time lucky. Porsche is like one of the harder ones to control, I would say. I honestly thought this would be like one of the top choices, but turns out it's a Supra. Yeah, so what corner were you finding the hardest? Curiosity. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. What's your brake balance and traction control set? Okay. -4, not bad. -4, is that towards the front? Yeah, I'm rocking a 5 to the wheel. Maybe I should tone it down a bit. On the penalty there as well, isn't it? One deceleration penalty. Get on track for it. Oh, it is time. I'm sure you do that in the there's does it say volume settings? I'm sure it says audio settings or volume settings.
Yeah, because all I can hear background noise. I can hear you.
Right. We'll be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back and ready to take an absolute beating.
I'm just trying to figure out my sound.
What was it you're trying to find?
Trying to turn me into turn it off.
Oh, right, so if you, are you in the, like, have you entered the 8 o'clock one yet?
I'm in settings.
Right, yeah, the settings part next to exit and that, yeah. So you go to sound and go, yeah, go down to player engine, engine noise. I turned it up a bit because I love just hearing it screaming.
See, I like hearing it, but it overpowers the party.
Yeah, it does, yeah, that's true. think it's about to start, actually. I've just tried to look at the time. I've just tried to look at the time. It's just white lines. White lines.
Right, I've qualified. Not great. None of the times are there.
You know, that's the. Do you know that's the killer that I couldn't see any times or what cars people were using to get what times before picking. That's why I had to make an educated guess first time round.
See, the Porsche used to be good.
Yeah, man.
First started, I used the Porsche all the time.
Even at that, the Lamborghini Huracan, another car that I usually use, the M6, another car I never use the Porsche.
The M6 spins out like it.
But that's got the world's fastest time.
It has, yeah?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. Yeah. 23 seconds to go. Take a wee drink.
So that's qualifying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you have to pit once. It says no minimum required pit stops, but that doesn't mean obviously you have to pit to be able to change tyres. So regardless of what that says,
And you got to use both, didn't you? Soft and medium.
you have to use both anyway. Yeah. Have to use both anyway. So that's kind of where it puts a little spanner in the works. Mediums. I've been starting on mediums, man, to be honest. Because the mediums give you longer time to gauge where the race is at. 6 laps comfortably, 5 maybe. No. It is not a lot, you are correct. Span it out. Mind the first lap is the out lap, and it might give you a bit of space from all the other racers, so that when you set your first lap. Yeah, well, yeah, warm them up a bit as well, man. I see. You can't turn around to look, can you? Oh, get out my way! Get out my way! You're in a Supra. You should have been out of there before I was in there. No, stuck with it for the next 3.5 weeks. Yeah, man. That's why you have to make the choice, but that's what I was saying about making the wrong choice. You got a 118.5. That's ridiculous. Man, the guy that I've got somebody on my friends list, and he's got a YouTube, it's GT Racing on YouTube, and he's got a 117.6 or 5. Crazy. I'm trying to get into the high bloody everything else, but it's not really working out for me, is it? Not in the Porsche anyway. I haven't, pretty much just because I went straight into laps and tried to... See, I'm still setting the same time, so it's got 120.0, which is fair enough, but I've set quicker laps than that. I don't know what's going on with me right now, hold on. Yeah man, some people are quick in the Porsche and I don't understand it. Somebody just tried to smash him into there as well. Yeah, because he crashed out. Yeah. You give the Hurricane a bad name. So's mine. Mine says me starting 10th. I could have finished that lap if my TV didn't turn off on me. It is a pain in the arse. I can't see on my screen. I can't see my screen right now. It just went black. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a chance. I had a chance of setting another lap as well. I had 30 seconds to go, like after crossing the line. Disqualified. No, I haven't. I was just about to, but the last couple of races I got span out on both races, so there's no point staying away. Yeah, man, the Suzuki VGT. Terrible. Finished in 12th. It's like starting in 12th. I can't believe it. Where are you starting? Oh, man. That's one place behind. I would say so, man, because, I mean, people higher up are going to get the softs out the way, which means an early pit. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well. No, you've got 17 seconds left. You know? Oh man, yours will be starting. Yeah, mine hasn't done the presentation of that yet. It does give you goosebumps though, just when it comes up. No, you've doomed us all. Doomed us all. Yeah, that's unreal, but it just goes to show, like, you're driving at the rate of the people that are getting these times comfortably.
Yeah, which ain't too bad, is it?
Well, no, it's not. Like, I remember it was only once in my life. Like, what's the highest position you've ever been in the world for, like, a time? Is that the highest you've been? Yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty much sitting there every time. Like, we're pretty much the exact same. But this goes to show that on Eager Nordbind, it was rally cars. It was Group 4 rally cars, or GRB rally cars. Sorry. I got a 666th in the world position, and that event ended with me in that position because of the way that I'd done it. Because I get paid for it, man. But that's the aim. That's the aim. That's the aim. Well, my idea is to get rid of my day job. I've got a 5-year plan, thereabouts. No, not that full time, but fast tracking myself to sort of racing or starting up racing is that would be good. Yeah. You have not, have you? Oh my god! Right, stop rubbing it in. Come on. That's ridiculous. Good on you. Yeah, man, that's all you need. Yeah, if you've got a picture on your phone. Yeah, man. I take it you know the track like the back of your hand then when it comes on here. Yeah. It's just track legal. Nice. Remember, all this money that you don't have to pay for the stuff that you make it for the video. You could just put it in the bill, right? Why would you... Major bumper damage. Alright, okay, and then whatever else you've done it to yourself. Nice. Me too, I'm in it. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't say the back straight. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, no way. What are your tires looking like? About a quarter down on the front left. That's where all your G-force goes, like all your weight, your acceleration weight. That's what I'm saying, man. It'll be about a quarter down by now, no? It does. Why would you do that? It's just slam me off the track. It's not that, it's just that he went off the track and then just went, like, came flying straight back onto the track. I've got mega damage on my car now. Yeah, mega damage. Oh, don't even try it. I'm in 11th. I got spun out, like, but... You think? Funny you should say that, because we have my favourite coming up in the third race. Nürburgring 24-hour. Yeah, man, I spent most of my time, funnily enough, trying to master Nürburgring on this game. Yeah, I've done it in a Formula 1 car as well. I got like 6.5 minutes or 7 minutes or something. Man, you should look at my YouTube channel. There's a new mess that I put up. It was in a lobby and Ghostin wasn't like on, and so I came flying around the corner and there was just this guy like horizontally parked across the road, must have spun out or something. I used my first person view, yeah. You should watch it. You should watch it, bro. Yeah, that's how I learned. That's how I learned to drive in this. Like the full car. I've never ever set foot on it. I've played Gran Turismo 5, but I've never played any before this. I've only been playing for it. But I've not even clocked 1,000 hours on this yet. No, far from it. Well, if you feel that way. You get spun out? No way. I was in 11th, by the way. I got put back to 11th and held it just there. Are you still in 11th? This is uncanny. There never is, but they don't need a lot of it does, man, but because this is the last race of the night, I'm gonna have to accept that this is gonna be the next race is on Saturday. So Saturday, it is I actually think that it might be a Dragon Trail. I mean the entries run from 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning actually, or 10 o'clock in the morning, all the way through to 9 o'clock at night. So even if you would like to jump up a wee bit earlier, you know, get your race in. I know, that's what I'm saying, man. You don't have to pit, and you can quite happily take the same tyres pretty much most of the race. Yeah, why not? There's no point, because, I mean, if you didn't fight him... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you don't need fuel. I wish you were allowed to have a say as to how full your tank was. Just held that and no more. The car was ready to spin out there. The tyres are definitely done now. Okay, everybody's still at the pit and there's still time for me to catch up on laps as well. Because I've noticed I am still catching them first. My mediums at the minute, yeah. Nope. Still race it, man. I don't think I can't leave because my driver rate can't take a beating again. He just goosed that corner. I was right on the edge of going up to driver rate B on Monday, and I was like, you know what, I'll leave it. Yep. This is no point here. I'm a fan of GR4 more than GR3 as well, man. Yeah, it's just a different caliber of race, isn't it? Everything's a lot quicker and finer line. Yeah, man, I got lapped a couple of races ago. Not nice. Makes you wonder what you're doing, and then you realise that people are actually just too far at this game. Yeah, well that's it, and it comes down to that, literally. Like, Yeah. Yeah. Gonna need to get a pit stop in. And that is it for me for tonight. Round 2 might... Nah, man, nah, I didn't finish it. There's no way that I can get a... There's no way I can get a... Like a bead on the race, and my driver rating was just taking an absolute pasting last.
Yeah, same here. I'm still going. I've got 8 to go.
Yeah, man. Well, Godspeed to you, because that is the that's the end of the stream as well. I'm gonna get the place tidied up. I've actually been just try harding for 4 hours now.
Yeah, you've been on for a lot longer than what I've been on.
So Godspeed and that, you know, just have a good one.
Take care and I'll catch up soon.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And obviously, if you're jumping on the stream, obviously keep chucking the messages up and that, man. I like the conversation, you know.
Yeah, just send it to party or something like that,
Not a problem, pal. Not a problem. Take it easy, pal.
Take care, mate. Speak to you soon.
See you soon. And I mean, for myself, absolute washout that was. We didn't get the good car. We didn't get the good result, and yeah, I think that's that for the night. But it's enjoyable as it could be, I suppose, you know. Anyway, that's me. Adios.